Hello everyone, welcome to Techlearners. In this series, we are working with Python Django data visualization using Matplotlib library. In today's lesson, we will learn how to create bar chart so that we can analyze any given data and series. We have taken an example, the data of the Netflix and Disney Plus subscribers worldwide for the past 2 years in each quarter. So how we can plot this into the bar chart so that the analysis becomes much easier. Here you can see the Netflix is the dominant as compared to the Disney Plus, and we can see that Netflix has a higher number of subscribers in each quarter. But we still can see the growth of the subscribers here in the Netflix, and we can also see the growth of the Disney Plus subscribers, and we can have the comparative analysis. In the previous lesson, we had already seen how to create this pie chart, how to create this line chart. This is a line chart. We had taken iPhone sales data for the last 5 years so that we can capture the growth of iPhone sales for the past 5 years. And today we will learn how to create the bar chart. So let's see what are the steps for this purpose. We'll go to the prerequisites. First prerequisite is the Python Django setup. So we have already done this. You can watch the separate video for this. Then Python Django project creation. We have already done this. You can watch my separate video for this. And then the installation of the Matplotlib. We have already done this. If you have not done this, we can do this using the pip install Matplotlib in the terminal. If you have watched my previous videos, then definitely you are all done with these prerequisites. Once we are done with these prerequisites, the step number one is to create a template barchart.html. So let's go into the project. We have already created this project. If you remember, in the previous lesson, we had created this line chart using the index.html. So now we will create a new template so that in the separate template, we can show the bar chart. So we'll go to the My App and we'll click on New File and we'll create a new template barchart.html. So this is an empty template right now. Let's see what's the next step. In the next step, we need to create a view in views.py for this template. We know that for each template, we need to define the view. In this view, we will also create these arrays, so that these dictionaries, so that we can or we can say list, so that we can have the data that we want to display in the bar chart. So I have already taken this data, one for the quarter, one for the Netflix subscription, and one for the Disney Plus subscription. So let me have this copy and we'll go to the views.py. So this is views.py, and remember we have already created this index function. Now we'll create this new function bar chart, and here you can see one is for the, this is for the quarter. That means quarter 1 2022, quarter 2 2022, until quarter 3 2023. This will behave as labels for our bar chart. Then we have this Netflix subscription. Here we can see Netflix subscription in first quarter 2022, it's 221.64 millions. This data is in millions. And then in the last quarter 4 in 2023, this is 260.28 millions. Okay, so this is a Disney Plus subscription. You can see in quarter 1 it is 129.8 millions, and in quarter 4 2023 it is 150.2 millions. Then we have to return the, and inside the return we have one variable, that is request. Then we have to change this from the index.html to, we'll write it here, bar chart.html, and inside this we will be passing three parameters just to pass all these three data series. One, the quarter. Second is the Netflix subscription, so we need to correct the spelling here. It is Netflix subscribers, so this should match Netflix subscribers. And then in the last we have Disney Plus subscribers. So we are passing all these three into the template barchart.html so that we can display this data in the tabular form. Let's see what's the next step. In the next step, we will modify the template bar chart, which we have already created just now. It's the empty template. So we'll modify this. We will add a table into this, and we will display all this data in the table form. So let's have this into the barchart.html. So we'll go to the barchart.html and see what I have done in this. I have just added some styling rules for the table, table headers and table cells. I have just added border, and then I have added one heading, then one table. Inside the table I have added caption, Netflix and Disney Plus subscribers. Then we have three rows. Row 1 for the quarters, row 2 for the Netflix subscribers, and row 3 for the Disney Plus subscribers. In each row we have used this for loop, and inside the for loop, remember, for the first for loop I have used the variable q, and this should match here whatever we have passed. So this is q. In the next loop we have used ns, so this should match here. This is for the Netflix subscriber ns. These variables should be similar. And then dps for the Disney Plus subscribers, they should match here to the dps. So we have used three loops, and we want to display this in the tabular form first, then we will do the bar chart. Now let's see what's the next step. We have already created the template, created the view. Now we must add the url so that we can access. So we'll copy this url and we'll go to the urls.py inside my app. Remember, we have other urls.py as well, but we'll not go into this. We'll go to the urls.py of my app folder only. So we'll go to the urls.py where we had already created the url for the index, and we'll simply copy it here inside the url patterns, naming bar chart. This name should be similar. Remember, this name should be similar. And this views.barchart, we had just created a view. This bar chart name should be similar. So we have created URL for the name bar chart. So let's see whether we are able to see this into the tabular form. So for that, we'll run the server. So we'll go to the terminal and we'll type python manage.py run server. So let's check whether we can see this in the tabular form or not. So we'll go to the server and we'll access the bar chart. So in the address bar, we'll use the bar chart. Here you can see this is bar chart. We'll hit enter and you can see here we are able to see this data in the table form currently. So Q1 Netflix subscribers and Disney Plus subscribers. Now let's create the bar chart. Let's see what's the next step. Just to create the bar chart, we need to modify the bar chart view in the views.py, and we need to create the bar chart. To create the bar chart, we'll be using Matplotlib. So let's see what we require into this. So we'll simply modify this. I'll copy and we'll go to the views.py. Inside the views.py, we have already created this view. We need to modify this. I'll keep these three lines unchanged and I'll modify from here. I'll overwrite this line with the this is code for the bar chart. I'll explain what I have done in this. Just let me correct the indentation for this. Okay, so now indentation is right. So we have these three data values, quarter, and then we have Netflix subscriptions, then we have Disney Plus subscriptions. We need to create two bars, one for the Netflix subscriptions and one for the Disney Plus subscriptions. For that, let's write this one first. We will be using PLT. What is PLT? We have imported this here and on top from the Matplotlib. We have imported pyplot, which is used to plot the graphs as PLT. So we are using this PLT, and inside the PLT we are creating bar, PLT dot bar. In the first bar we'll write the position where we want to have the bar. So just to set the position, first of all we need to have the length of this quarter, that how much data we have. So here we can say we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 we have. So we'll fetch the length of this and then we'll get the average of this, and that average we'll store into the quarter axis. And for the two bars, in one we'll shift it to -0.2 position, and for the other bar we'll shift it to plus 0.2. Otherwise, the two bars will overlap to each other. So we don't want to overlap the bars. We want to separate the bars. For that, we need to set the positions. For first position, we have subtracted 0.2, and for the second, we have added 0.2 because we have created the total width as 0.4. Okay, so if I have created the total width as 0.6, then this could be minus 0.3 and this could be plus 0.3. So for the first bar, we have added this okay, Netflix subscription, and then we have chosen the color as red for the Netflix and the width of the bar as 0.4. Similarly, we had created second bar, plot.bar. This is again, this is the replacement. Then we have taken Disney Plus subscription data. Color we have taken blue and width we have taken 0.4. Then we'll set the X label, what we want onto the X axis. We want quarters. Then on Y label, we want to write worldwide subscribers in millions. We want to set the title of the bar, Netflix and Disney Plus subscribers. And then we want to set the position, that is the text, that is quarter axis. And then this is the quarter, that's the label. So this is the setting of the position. Then this is the plt.legend. This is the style of a bar chart which we can use. Here I have passed both bars into the style, and then the labels Netflix and Disney Plus. I'll explain this you again once we'll see the output. Then okay, so this is the plot creation, and now we want to convert this plot into the figure, and we want to display that figure, that is image, into the template. For that, we'll be using plot.gcf, that is get current figure, and then we will convert it into bytes. After converting into the bytes, we will save it into the save figure by using save figure function into the PNG format, and then we'll read that buffer, and we'll convert this into the string, that is using base 64 encoding, and that string will be converted to a URL, and this URL is passed to the template. Just like we had passed these three data values, we have also passed the template, that is URL dt. Now let's see what next we want to do. We have passed this URL, so we need to catch this URL and display in the form of image. For that, we need to display graph using barchart template file. We'll modify this and we'll add this image into the bar chart template. So we have created this bar chart template. After the table, at the end of the table, I want to have this image. That means the bar chart. Now remember, image source and then data image format was PNG, encoding was base 64. They should match, and this is DT, what we had passed from the views.py. Remember, we had passed the URL and the name of the URL we had given DT. So we'll catch this into the barchart.html here and display in the form of DT. Then we have set the height of the chart, and then we have set the width of the chart in the form of an image. Okay, let's see what's the next step we want to do. In the next step, we simply need to run the server and see our output. So we have done with all the steps. Let's run the server. We have already executed the server. We just need to refresh this. So let's refresh this, and we can see it's the bar chart showing this data in the form of bar. So this red bar is for the Netflix, this blue bar is for the Disney Plus subscribers, and this is the title of the chart. Remember, we had set the title here. Let me go and show you into the views.py. So this is the title, worldwide subscribers. So this is the title, and here we can see this is the x-axis quarter, which is written X label quarter, Y label worldwide subscribers in millions. So this is the Y labels, worldwide millions subscribers in millions, and this is just because of the style of the chart. We had taken legend for bar 1 and for bar 2. Bar 1 is Netflix and bar 2 is Disney Plus. So bar 1 is Netflix and bar 2 is Disney Plus. So this is how we can create the bar chart. I hope you all have understood it in a better way, and in the next lesson we will understand how to display the statistics using the pie chart.